Judas messed up. He thought that he could sell the Christ for 30 pieces of silver. He had no understanding of what it really was, the true Christ. He had no idea what the true Christ was. He thought it was this physical thing that could be sold and bought. He tried to exploit it, the people, the Roman servants, for example, that he brought to him. You know, they thought they were going to obtain the true Christ. But what happened was they missed the whole thing because their imaginations were running wild. They had this false concept, a false concept of the true Christ. They did not know what the Christ was. They have never experienced the Christ. Here they come thinking they're going to obtain the Christ. And, you know, as the saying goes, let he who has ears to hear, hear. And what happened to the Roman soldier? Ear was cut off. Not any ear, but the right ear. The right ear is controlled by the left auditory cortex in the brain. So all of the right body is controlled by the left brain, vice versa. And the left brain is the masculine. It contains the masculine attributes, right? And the right side of the brain controls the feminine attributes. So by cutting off that right ear, that was symbolic of saying your intellect is lacking. Okay? All of those masculine attributes that the left side of the brain contains, you're lacking in that. You're just a fool. You're running on the right side of the brain. You're all emotion. You're all... your imagination is overreactive. You know what I'm saying? You're irrational. Your emotions, and you aren't taking the time to actually be intellectual with the left side of the brain with this stuff, to actually be sincere with it, to actually be calculative, analytical. All these left brain attributes, you're lacking in that. So you cut the right ear off. That's symbolic of, you know, lacking in that left brain. So, let he who has ears to hear, hear. Alright? So that's basically the message of that. The real Christ cannot be bought or sold. It has to be something that is realized through sincerity, dedication, study, meditation. You know, you got to put the work in. You can't just go and obtain the true Christ. So, and what did they end up getting? They got this physical, you know, shell of a man that they thought was the true Christ. That was not the true Christ. We all know what the true Christ is. Just like Paul talked about, you know, Paul says over and over that, you know, Christ is not what you think Christ is. Christ is a mystery. It's right there in the Bible. Christ is not this physical man that you can just come and take and hang on a cross. That's not the Christ. Christ is a mystery. The mystery of Christ is obtained through this knowledge, gnosis. Anyways, just my thoughts on that. Peace.